Hello everyone, I have a Shark Navigator vacuum here that I'm going to be repacking. It is the model NV356E, and Shark makes different models, and this is the one with a taller canister. So there's a lot of videos of most of the other models have a shorter canister, and they have a shelf in the top of the box here where the hose goes. This one has a taller canister and it goes in the box differently, and there's only a couple of videos about it that are not really about repacking, so I'm making this video. And I'm also going to be comparing it a little bit to my old vacuum, this Eureka right here. A part on this vacuum broke, and I figured, well, I'll just get a new vacuum instead of fixing this one that does better dust filtration. But I disliked the Shark so much that I'm returning it. I didn't like that there's no height adjustment on the brush roll, and the dust canister is just difficult to empty out. I had to use my hands, which is not good. It did an alright job vacuuming, but it was kind of hard on the carpet and it was kind of narrow. And then we got this hose extension that is just awful. This is a piece of it right here, and it's got all these little parts that stick out that can get caught on things, and it's just so complicated, and it's so heavy, and there's no reason for it to be heavy, because I have right here this Eureka. It's a very cheap old vacuum. It probably cost $50 when it was new, but in its simplicity is a much better overall design, except for the dust filtration thing, which I hope to address with maybe some tape and some foam. I didn't want to do that, but I just don't like the Shark. So with the Eureka, I'll just show you. The hose extension just pulls out, just like that, and there. You got a big long hose. It's really lightweight, it's really easy to use. That's it. And that is far beyond what the Shark is capable of. Because with a Shark, they call it the lift away. They expect you to lift the whole canister up with the motor off of the brush roll and carry it around with you. And the hose extension is not as long, and it's so heavy. So, I mean, it does an alright job of vacuuming, but ergonomically it's just terrible. So I'm getting rid of it. So the first part that goes in your box is that part right there. I never even took that out. The first part that we're going to deal with is this part right here. So this is the little extension piece that goes on the end of the hose extension for, tight spaces and crevices. And it comes in this loose piece of plastic, and you tuck it in with your finger right there. And that's just how it comes. So how does it compare with the one that goes on the Eureka? Let's see. Whoa! Hold on, I can't even get this in the frame. So that's what the Eureka gives you. They give you a really nice, useful piece, and Shark gives you this little thing. Well, what do you mean it's too small? Oh man, it just keeps getting bigger. So you can put this huge thing on the end of the hose extension. You wave that thing around, it's so easy, it's so lightweight. I'm not saying it's a perfect vacuum. It's actually a cheap vacuum. It's loud. It doesn't seal the dust all the way. But again, in general, the design is so much better. Okay, so that goes back in there, and it is easy to use, but doing it with one hand is not always possible. Okay, so this is the first piece that we're putting away, this tiny little piece here. I'm going to put it all the way in the bottom on the right side, and just put it in there like that. And it should be all right there. All right, next we've got the main part of the vacuum right here. So this includes the dust canister as well as the main motor on the vacuum. The canister just latches on to the main base of the vacuum with these two latches on either side. And again, Shark just makes things complicated. There's so many pieces to this vacuum, and they all snap together, and it's so rickety. And I just don't see why it has to be that way. I don't understand what Shark is attempting to do with this. If you look at my old vacuum, which is rigid because it comes in one piece, how can I possibly remove the dust canister? How hard is it going to be? Oh gosh. I don't know if I can do it. I might need one hand. I don't know. So you twist this off and then lift off the top with the filter and empty it out. Or you can empty it out from the bottom. But I just do the top because I got to clean the filter every single time I use it. And how am I going to get this back in? It's going to be pretty hard, isn't it? I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Oh gosh. Difficult. Well, with Shark, they make things difficult. So, anyway, it's time to see how this all goes together. The cord the way you see the cord coiled here is approximately how it comes from the factory. This whole thing, just the way it is, all goes in the largest bag, and I am going to tuck this in here like this and tape it closed. Okay, so now it's taped up, and this whole thing is going to go in to the base of the box over here. I'm holding the cord here just to get it out of the way. And I'm going to put the thing back in the box like that. Wiggle it a little bit. Make sure it's in there. Okay, so I have the cord standing up here in the corner, and you can't put it up here at the top because that will get in the way of the motor seating at the bottom of the box. And we can't lay it along the side here because we need to put something in this corner. So, the next piece is this trapezoid here. And this is something that you only get with the Liftaway Pro, which includes a taller canister. So we're going to put this trapezoid here in the corner like this. Push it all the way down. There it goes. Into that we are going to place the hose extension. Here it is. It's pretty big and heavy. Compare that to the simple plastic tube that you get with the Eureka. So this comes in a long plastic sleeve, and at the end of it there's this cardboard square that protects the coupling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in on itself. Okay, kind of like that. And I'm going to put the left side of this into the left side of the trapezoid. So this handle is going to be on the left side. So. Okay, that's fine. The next piece is going to be this tube extension, which is part of the hose extension as well. It's got all these pieces hanging off of it. And there's a couple ways that you can put this in. I'm going to put the part with the cord wrap right here facing down. I'm going to put it over to the right side. It's going to go in this corner here and do a hole. Just sort of feel it. There it goes. That's just going to hang there for now. And then I'm going to put a shelf in. So that's this piece right here. You can tell that it's the right piece because it's got this molding here which fits the shape of the handle on top of the dust canister. It also includes this little brush extension, which again has loose plastic around here. Tuck it in with your finger, and it goes in that hole. And we also have this, which is the pet hair power brush. And I never opened this. This is the only piece that was sealed in plastic. And sometimes this is labeled differently, not as a pet hair brush. Sometimes it is in plastic and sometimes it is not. And obviously if you have a different model it will be somewhere else in the box, but in this case you just turn it over and it fits right there on the shelf. Now the right side of this is going to sit on top of that trapezoidal piece of cardboard, and the left side is going to sit on the handle to the dust canister. And we have to get that tube through this hole. So let's see here. I think that's in there. If it's hanging down a bunch on the right side, then it's not like seated on the left side. So anyway, that's all fine. Alright, now the next piece is going to be the brush roll. So let's have a look at it. The brush roll has a sheet of foam that goes over the top of it and around to the bottom of it. So the whole front end of it is covered with this sheet of foam. And then all that goes into the second largest bag. So the end of the bag and put it over the top. And this is going to go upside down in the box. We're going to use that last piece of molded cardboard. It's going to go over this. Just like that. Okay? And we're going to flip it over. And that's going to go into the box. So alright, so as with the other pieces, you probably have to wiggle them a little bit to get them seated in the box. So here is the brush roll sitting upside down in the cardboard shelf, and that just rests directly on top of the cardboard shelf below it. Alright, now we do have this little piece right here. This is the accessory holder. Why this is a separate piece, I don't know. It's a shark, everything has to be a separate piece. But this just goes in here like this. It doesn't come in any plastic or anything, it's just like this. That's how it comes. Okay, next we have the owner's guide and the assembly quick start guide. Those just go on the top here like that. And on top of that, we have a little sheet of cardboard. Just does that. Okay, I do have a cardboard square left over. I'm not sure what this was from. I did watch some other videos to try and piece it all together, and this didn't seem to be involved, so I don't know. If you know where it goes, then that's fine, and if you don't, well, I can't help you. Anyway, then you can close the box up, tape it, get it back to the UPS store, and get your money back.